Radio is back.
Yes. They sold out Cleveland.
There you go,
when
Chris.
I was there, 2015.
You'll never forget it.
Yeah, I had 8 people a show. I got paid in pizza.
One of the Hanson kids has a lot of kids, I believe.
Does he really?
He's happily married?
I believe so.
Well, he's got in Bob royalties.
I think right? He's one of those children of God.
He married young. He's very religious and has a huge family.
All right. How huge is his family?
I think like 4 or 5 kids.
I'm one of 7.
Are you really?
And my mom openly would say that she didn't want all us kids. I was first out. Well, out with that marriage. I got a half sister from my dad's first marriage, but she would tell anyone that would listen, she didn't want all these goddamn kids.
For a while, I was the only child.
Church.
I was only child. My mother said the same thing.
there it is.
Who wants this kid?
She would blame the church. It was the goddamn church.
Well, you can't use condoms. You can't use protection, right? That's against the Bible.
I think
it's against their religion.
I love there's 2 groups of people that don't use condoms: Christians and defensive backs. Point guards and Christians.
Isn't it easy to figure out, right, Chris?
Yeah. Yes.
Wow, man.
Either way, I'll be all right.
I love one of the Hanson brothers just would be a rebel and not be Christian.
I know. Well, one of the Jonas brothers fucking acted out, too.
What'd he do?
I don't know. He just fucking
What did he do?
said,
Not shave for one day?
I think he had sex. They were all supposed to be virgins, and then one of them fucked.
Gotcha.
The Hanson brothers have 11 kids between them. They have 11 kids.
Yeah, they don't wear condoms.
What the
You're not
all
allowed,
married,
You're not
though?
allowed to.
I'm sure they're all married.
I told you about the guy in the L.A. County Jail told me how to make a pussy out of toilet paper.
Yeah.
They should be doing that. They should be doing that move.
Yeah.
You will never go back to regular pussy. It don't bitch. It don't complain. It don't spend your money.
Yeah.
It don't fuck your best friend.
Connell is my bitch.
What do you take for future? You take the cardboard out of the toilet paper, you moisten it with lukewarm water.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you form it in like a V thing, and it really is. It's stunning. How
Did you try it, Artie?
Yeah.
You got to try it.
My toilet paper feels pregnant.
We discussed your jail story after you left here.
Yeah.
And we were all like relieved that it wasn't like the guy's penis or a load of shit.
If you saw this guy's cock, it could have been. Is that your knee or your dick? Could
When
you
was
imagine
this?
like
What
this
year?
9 years? Well, I just flew off the wagon in February, almost a year ago. So that's what's going well. You know, when you're 48 years old, you have that story. Now, his knee was resting. He was taking a shit, and what woke me up was a pressure on my forehead. And he just relaxed. You know, when you're shitting, sometimes you just relax.
Yeah.
And you open up like Kardashian in that tape. You just it's like Ray J.
That's how close the shitter is to where you were sleeping.
Absolutely.
Jesus.
It's not like.
But we were all relieved. Where we were sitting,
you're relieved.
Well, we're like, it's only a knee. That's all right. We thought it might be a penis. Fucking. I
got news for you.
A bag. If
it was a penis, you would not have heard the story.
But it was all.
Matter of fact, it still could have been.
You don't know.
How fast that cock will become a knee. No, it was his knee because he was very and as a matter of fact, Hispanic as well.
Oh, there you go.
Do you want me to call him for some advice?
Sure, yeah. Maybe it was related.
I still talk to him.
That's why we grew up in Sunset Park.
But yeah, that was very. And he went my bad. That's what he said. My bad. Like you say that when your wiffle ball accidentally hits your car.
Right. Right.
But I think you were relieved when he said my bad.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you were very relieved that this wasn't the start of something way worse.
If he said you're bad, that's not a good future.
Or you're fucked.
Yeah. What's your problem?
Right.
Well, I can't have a knee on your face while I shit? No.
You ain't got no diseases, right?
We were
not going to catch knee AIDS.
Yeah.
We were talking football earlier. We forgot to mention the Bills. They win again.
And
they win with the dildo. That's what I mean. They win again.
Rex Ryan,
the Bills are killing it up there, and I'm talking about the fans.
Rex Ryan's got warning track power, man. Nothing. I'm telling you, he won't get in.
Look at that.
Look at
a dildo on the
right?
1 yard line.
Yeah.
The one, and I love last week getting her ass eaten out. Getting a beer drink.
Every week they got something going on, these fans up there.
What happened with the ass eating out?
She was getting a beer drank right out of her ass crack.
Who was?
Some Buffalo
Artie,
Bills parking lot fan.
Well, that's old news at the Bills fans.
Yeah, they go nuts.
It's the butt luge.
She was getting her. She's like Bob. It's like Bob Levy fan.
Yeah, I can't wait 18 years for this.
Look at there's the butt luge.
Levy did that as his closer on stage.
Still with blue cheese
for 10 years. I said, Bob, listen, I don't mind to be like a prude. I never do this with guys who open, but you can't do that bit anymore. Why, it kills. I mean, it's like following a rape. I mean, if the woman's drunk, it could technically be sexual assault. Like we could be indicted. Yeah. You can't do it anymore. Like I would get on stage and slip on the fucking blue cheese.
Yeah.
So what? He would just put it in his ass?
No, he would call. No,
he would put it in her ass. I'm sorry.
Every fucking show, he's explained this to me, and I go, Bob, that's not going to happen. It happened every show. He has some sort of charm, like Levy with that jet black dyed hair. The Paulie used to have a joke about Levy, like his face is real old, his hair's jet black. He goes, Bob, listen, when you say to people guess your age, if their first guess is 20, the second guess is 70. He would,
what a lie.
He had jet black hair and the face of like Walter Matthau. Like a chicken neck. And yeah, he would every fucking show, he'd find a broad in the front row, good looking.
Always good looking, or was there a couple messes in
he would turn chicks down.
Really?
And he'd pour blue cheese in their ass and eat it out.
Oh my God.
When they roasted me on Stern, Colin Quinn had the best joke. He said, Bob, for the last 15 years, your closing bit is eating blue cheese out of a woman's ass, and you're still not famous.
And you wonder why Letterman's not calling.
Yeah. The best thing about Levy in a talk show is he sent in a tape to Letterman with all material like that, saying cunt. I think a bit was called cunt. And in black magic marker, it said, can do this clean.
I can clean it up for TV. Track one, cunt.
In like a wrinkled legal note. Like, Bob, you're not getting hits on that?
I can clean it up for TV.
That's what he said.
That's great.
Fucking Bob.
But you saw the butt luge, right? They're killing it in Buffalo every week.
That's an old thing, the butt luge, though. That's Vegas.
That's Buffalo, though. They fucking grab the butt luge and then they're making it their own up there.
In Vegas, they do it with a midget. Doesn't have to kneel down. A midget just goes up to a chick's ass like a water fountain.
I'm sort of a Bills fan as well, Artie. And
as well as what? Patriot?
Well, Jets and then a little Patriot action. It's where I've done radio. It's a long story. But I've gone to more Bills games than anything else, and their tailgating is by far better than anybody else's.
Think about it. And when it's 2 degrees, same shit, right?
By far. And to the point where the guys that give up their front yards for parking, they've had it. They got huge signs now. What is the sign again? No butt funnels. We got to find the sign. Imagine being a guy's wife. Did you make up the no butt funnel sign? They've had it.
What a living hell.
But it's great money, man. These guys are just, they kill it. 8 to 10 weekends a year. They give up their...
it's 8 weekends? Well, 8 to 10.
8 to 10, and then you got some preseason. So,
I'm a Giant fan, man. I love the Bills. I love the wide right, baby. Scott Norwood.
Yeah.
They beat the Raiders in the championship game 51-3. That was the score.
Wait, go back to that images. I thought you're in this, Opie.
Don't say the fucking guy in the pink sweater. I'll jump over this.
Keep going down. Keep going down.
All right.
Keep going down.
Right. Which
maybe
one?
a little faster.
The one with the stuff in his ass?
No, I swear to God.
I've been to a lot of Bills.
You're yelling. Tailgate. You got a beard. What the fuck? Not that guy.
How did you see this?
There, right here.
That's not him.
Oh, Jesus.
That's not Opie?
That's Rick Dorfman.
Oh, my God.
Are you tweet that out. Me? That doesn't look just like fucking
Opie.
Opie.
He's got a giant fucking wide nose.
That looks like Rick Dorfman.
You sound
come on, you're kidding.
Come on, man.
No, I'm serious. All right, it was quick. Maybe now it doesn't, but now, I mean...
Somebody sent one today that really hurt.
What happened? Who was it?
I retweeted on my Twitter. They're always finding people that look like me. That's a fail right there. That one was bad. I got one.
I don't think so.
This guy.
That's nice. That's you on meth. You got no teeth.
Some Aussie. I don't know. Is he an athlete or something?
That's an athlete?
What's gormless mean? Has a gormless?
That's something out of like Lord of the Rings or something.
Who knew the Opster has a gormless Aussie.
Fucking gormless?
Doppelganger.
What do you do? Flaming shots of acid?
What the fuck?
He's got enough of his teeth are rotting in front of him.
That one hurt. That one hurt a little bit.
A lot of it.
That one's a little more accurate than the one you just picked out.
All right, I thought it would look like you.
So you saw the butt funnel. You're good with that?
Well, no, in Vegas, I saw that, like, with midgets, we just I got to take a diabetic piss.
All right.
I piss every 20 minutes. I'm like a coyote around New York.
I don't know.
Coyote.
I don't know if we can do this without you. We'll just fucking sit here and stare at each other.
What do you
Chris.
mean? We could talk.
My supervision.
Fucking Artie.
That's Artie.
Fucking Artie.
Fucking Artie's right.
What great fucking... Dude, I've known him since...
I didn't know you guys
He was
knew
like
each
the
other.
first guy. What happened was Joe Matarese canceled on an opening for Artie because he's his everyday opener. I think still is. The opens for him a lot.
Yeah.
And Joe's a great guy, great comic. And then the booker, Louis Ferranda, is like an old school Italian guy. So he just was like, oh, Artie Lange, I got to get another... What comic on my roster has an Italian last name? And he was like, oh, Distefano.
Right.
And then I opened for him. And then Artie waited for me after the show. He was like, I'll take you home. I'll drive you home. All the way back to Queens. I was still living in my mother's house, and he was like, and then, from Midtown Manhattan to Queens, it's only 8-10 miles, but it took probably 2 hours with traffic, and we talked and we bullshitted, and he drove around looking for a Burger King for like 25 minutes, and then we found one, and then we just talked, and he was like, hey man, anytime you want to come with me on the road, just take my number down. So I remember I texted him, being like, hey, thanks for the ride, and then all of a sudden he texts back, great meeting you, and then like 15 fucking dates, and it just said, welcome to the road, kid. And I remember I was going to Camden Yards with my dad that next day or 2 days after that to watch Orioles Yankees. And, I remember like just being like, wow, I have like a real fucking... I'm really opening for him. And opening for him is not easy because his fans are rabid and they're there to see
animals.
him. And I can't
in a
tell
good
you
way.
How many times I would... take them as soon as I took the mic out of the stand, they would be like, fuck you, where's Artie? Right. Nice shirt, bitch. And one time Artie, I think we were in Count Basie Theater in Red Bank, New Jersey, and Artie had to go on like the God voiceover mic in the back from his dressing room, be like, guys, I'm coming out. And then like they were just like, Artie! And I was like, I tried to do like one more joke. I was like, I was on the subway today. Get off! Fuck you! Artie! And they were like, come on, like he's a good kid. And then I remember, I forgot where we were, somewhere I think we were at Borgata in AC. Artie was like, come on, my opening Chris is a good kid. And somebody's like, he's a homo from like the upper deck. And I was just sitting there eating the cheese plate. Just so
then you regretted the fact that Artie got you for the road.
Yeah, and then he
went from like, this is the greatest thing to fuck this.
No, dude, Artie, I'm telling you, man, Artie has always been like, everybody always asks me, who's your mentor? It's always been Artie.
He just talked about you for 10 straight minutes.
Taking a diabetic piss.
Don't ever leave me again.
I remember one time
he just talked about how great of a guy you are.
Me and Chris.
I remember one time we were on going up to Levity. We were going up to Levity live, and we were on fucking one of those highways, the Taconic, and he just pulled over right into and just started one leg out, just pissing on
you get good at it.
Traffic.
With diabetes, you get good at it. It's like I grew up without plumbing or something. Every 20 minutes I was pissing, so I went to the doctor and he said, you got diabetes.
You also got your beverage in a bucket right now. I mean, that's the biggest.
Well, no. Here's the thing. Okay, diabetes is tricky. A Twinkie could kill you, or we talked about this.
I got a brother, the same thing.
I got this because again the blood sugar gets low and you need something, and now it's fine. So I got to stop. But I love Coca-Cola. Can I just tell you something? It is so weird how life changes. I look at the Stern area. Like I used to come here and look at you guys going, it's kind of like the other area. And I went, now literally I'm not allowed in there.
No one's allowed in that area.
Like I'm not allowed in there. Yeah. I was on the Mount Rushmore over there. It is so odd how life changes, and it's usually my life with drastic changes.
Tim Sabean snuck me into that area once and gave me the tour. I don't know if I ever said this on the air. I sat in his chair.
Well, Sabean's guy. You sat in his chair?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Oh, you farted it?
Dude,
Eric's screaming at me. You've said it many times. I don't know.
You said you sat in his chair? Did you say you sat in his chair?
I've sat in his chair, yeah. I was checking everything out.
I've never sat in his chair. Oh, he gets mad, man.
And Sabean, I go, Tim, I knew at the time, like, you're fucking crazy for doing this. But we went through and checked out the whole thing.
Who's Tim Sabean? He sounds like he played for the 1991 Reds.
Well, he's like...
Sabean's crazy.
I'm having lunch
and I mean that in a great way.
I'm having lunch with him tomorrow, I think.
He's nuts. You need help, I'll go with you.
Well, after I have a spot on your show, like if I get laughs on your show, I get a call from Tim Sabean.
Right.
Like, we got to talk. About what?
He's always wheeling and dealing. There he is, right there, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
We met him when he was the program director at YSP, and
he's a great guy. He's a great radio guy, the kind of guy who takes a client for a steak at a strip club, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But those days are gone. Like with political correctness, like you could get him to say anything. Well, like you can easily influence him. He's a military middle management guy.
Eric, help me out with the Tim Sabean story. So he was running this channel for maybe 2 weeks.
Oh my!
How long did he last? Like a month? 2 months?
No, he's putting his headphones back on. He
was at Howard a long time,
and then Howard was done with him. And I would love to know the real story there.
People didn't fit into the new, regime.
Oh, the new regime. So they got rid of Tim, who's like he's a radio.
He's an old school guy.
School radio guy.
He looks cool,
and he has
like
passion for
he's the kind of guy who takes Steven Singer watches out for a steak and gets his pipes cleaned.
Yeah,
right. So Greenstein gives me the news that Tim's going to now oversee the channel, but Greenstein was only making me happy for a temporary basis because in Greenstein's head he was firing Tim.
Greenstein was. And Greenstein said, "Listen, you guys, it's up to you guys. You can't let me get goofed on the air."
Oh,
I go, how am I going to steer that? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And Gary had the balls to promise. I'm like, what are you promising that for? Like, if Howard starts to goof on me, you're going to say, "Oh wait, I got to step in here." I mean, he's going to do what he wants. And it took a little while, and then the dam, he pissed off Howard. The dam broke, and all of a sudden on the air,
I did tell Tim, I'm like, there's one other thing I got to do.
But the president of the company wasn't allowed to use the bathroom.
It's a nice area, man. I've been there.
But no, he'll find out about that. He's going to be livid.
That side
has their own bathrooms and everything.
Everything. Howard's got his own.
That's what I'm getting at, Eric.
Yeah.
Just say it on the air, not in my headphones. So Greenstein hires Tim Sabean for a temporary basis. Greenstein knew in his head he was firing Tim. We didn't know that at the time. We were excited to have Tim Sabean.
Right.
And then he was gone. How many months for real? 6 months,
we had him
maybe?
for several months, and then he was gone.
Okay, so he takes us out to dinner, at where did we go? Oh, Del Frisco downstairs.
Yep. Right.
Got a private room and everything. It's all nice. and Eric, you want to explain the throwing of the food?
Well, a lot of good food, a lot of good wine going around, and Tim was having a really good time to the point when there were some desserts left over, and he said, well, nobody's taking this home. Just picked it up, started to huck it at the glass partitions that are housing the expensive wine cellar that they have down there.
That's a radio middle management guy.
Why did he do that? He was bombed?
Yeah.
He was having
He was a bad drinker. We were at a strip club once. We were at a strip club once on the West Side, and when the Stern Show went to a strip club, we took it over because those strippers, we'd promise them we'd say shit on the air, and he takes out. We're all getting lap dances like in a private room, a dark room. It's pitch black, and we're getting whatever happens. Hey, what the hell? It's not like a cheat. I just failed to stop the girl's hand. I could have sprained her wrist. He gets a fucking fire extinguisher. And some of the ones that don't have water, they have that white powder.
Yeah, sure.
He thought it was water. He tried to spray a stripper with water. All white powder comes out. It looks like when they put the infrared on a room and all the cum. It landed on all of us. It landed on us and the strippers. We all look like a white enclosure, like white sculptures. I was all getting laughed at. All this white powder landed on top of us. You see Sandy goes, what the fuck? He said, this is a $2,000 suit. It was ghost white. We went outside. It was 11th Avenue. It was freezing cold. We were ghost white.
Yeah. Can we call him?
So this guy was great. He was a great guy.
Sabean rule.
Because the boss sprayed us all with a fire extinguisher.
This guy seems fucking awesome.
He's the kind of guy, though.
He would take us out to dinner. It was different because me and Artie didn't hang together.
He knew how to use an expense account.
That's what I was getting at. Yeah. So then, I was a big wine drinker at the time, and so was he. He would order maybe $1,000 bottle of wine easily, 3 or 4 of those, and didn't give a fuck because he would just give the bill to the company.
Oh, that's Howard might hire him to fire him after the story.
Why did he eventually get canned? You think just
look what he did to the shitter at the Stern Show. Look all the way on the left. See that? Look, that's what he did. He took a shit.
What did he do? I've heard about this for years.
No, he admitted to it.
How the fuck did I
look what he did? It looks like someone killed a terrorist.
And why is it bloody?
What did he do?
Why is it red?
That's a cocaine shit right there.
That's an after hours club shit.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, because
that's like you swallow cocaine. You put cocaine on a cinder block and swallow it. Look at that. I don't know what I can't. It's like a bad. Yeah, it's like a Brian De Palma movie.
The overnight guys. Every once in a while, you would go into the bathrooms we were just in, the public bathrooms, and you'll see this on the wall. And I've said this for years. I don't know how you get your shit on the wall behind the toilet. How does that happen?
It's explosive.
Is it you're bending down and you don't get on the toilet fast enough and it just shoots out?
I got so mad that they let Beetlejuice use that bathroom. I'm like, oh, guys, come on, we could draw the line somewhere.
Yeah. He was shit on everything?
Yeah, Beetlejuice. He would shit all over the place. But Beetlejuice doesn't know the shit. Beetlejuice was right next to a brand new toilet. He would shit away from it.
He would shit on the floor.
Yeah, he'd shit in the tub. Levy would take him on the road because he thought he sold tickets. And he would shit on stage at the Funny Bone in Pittsburgh.
He would shit on the stage?
On the stage.
Like ass out, turd on?
No, right down his pants, through the pants.
Oh, my God.
What, to get a laugh?
Like a shit slide. No, because he's retarded.
Jesus Christ.
Because he's a retarded midget with no teeth. That's why he shit. Not to get a laugh.
Did Tim ever explain the bathroom?
Yeah, he finally.
But how did that happen?
No one would fess up who it was, and finally Tim fessed up who it was.
And it was him?
Because Howard said, "Look, I got to fire somebody if you don't tell me who it is." Because it's really there's a hygiene issue there.
Of course there is. Look how bloody that looks.
It looks like he got mad at his shit and threw it. Like I've been in a mental institution with retards. They don't do that. They eat it. They eat it first.
Jesus. So was it him? What did it come out?
Yeah, they came out. He said he splattered all over the place, but how does it come out of your ass like that?
And he didn't get fired for it?
He got...
No, not for that. No,
you asked why he got fired, I can say.
All right.
Fuck it. We're just
I mean, yeah, the shit I opened up with. Go.
He would openly walk around here saying that he was going to take Greenstein's job.
Yeah. He would do a lot of things that weren't considered, what's the word, smart?
He would openly say that he was taking the boss's job.
Well, again...
And I would be like, Tim, shut up.
Fuck him.
Right. That fucking guy hasn't talked to me in 2 years. He would yell down the hall.
I worked with a guy at the port like that, at the Orange Juice Pier, where like the guy, our boss, was kind of like connected, you know, and he would yell at all of us, fuck him, I'll take his fucking... And like, we're like going, woohoo. Wow. Let's calm down there.
Where were we?
Watch your speed.
Sitting in Howard's chair.
Yeah, no, that's I can't believe that.
Tim Sabean's shitting on the wall.
Well, Crazy Cabby shot a porno in our old studio.
Yeah.
And that's why he got overnight.
That's taking a stupid chance.
But then we found out the promo team was getting laid in there. Like they weren't afraid, I guess, because they didn't get the speech every week. They said, "Dude, this is the biggest radio show ever. We'd take broads here at 3 a.m. and say we'd get you," and we'd fuck them in the studio. Like I'm going, well, that's fine with me, but he didn't let Howard's like, come on, man,
right.
That ain't right.
It makes for good radio, though. When it comes out,
he had a picture of Ron Jeremy fucking the OJ. We had an OJ mask, and he fucked it in the mouth, Ron Jeremy. He has a picture of fucking OJ's face next to some whore, like smiling.
Oh, the good old days of radio.
I know. Now you can't.
People actually go to school for this.
When I got trouble with that tweet with the black chick Gary Champion,
right?
When I said I wanted to dress like Jefferson, and whatever, and so Scott Shannon, I think it was Scott Shannon on Z Morning Zoo. He was so offended by it. He was real. I would think it was Scott. Real dramatic. He went. It was a Z Morning Zoo guy. He would go. She thought she was safe. That's when the monster tweeted something. Kept saying monster like, and then the monster tweeted he wanted to have sexual intercourse.
You just pissed off E-Rock. He went, it's not Scott.
That's not Scott.
Yeah. Look, because...
why, Scott a friend of his?
He loves Scott Shannon.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Remember the time we thought he called out sick and we caught him on the Periscope? That was fucking the best day.
Oh, Scott Shannon?
He loves Shannon to the point. He calls out sick, and we're like, whatever, everyone can take your days, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we get word from one of the fans. They should have been listening to us, but they weren't. They were watching Scott Shannon's feed.
That's hilarious.
And they're like, you might want to tune in the feed. E-Rock's sitting in the front row.
He called out, I have such a stomach ache. I can't make it, this whole thing.
The front row.
This guy's in the front row of a reunion show, I think it was.
Some kind of reunion show, I think, yeah.
It was so funny, man. Yeah. He got busted. You can't get away with shit in 2016.
You can when you take the day off.
No, you can't.
No, you can't if you're sitting in the front row.
Well, you're supposed to be sick. You really,
wasn't a sick day.
If my father asked me what...
He's trying to defend himself. It wasn't a sick day.
If my father asked me what 2016 would be like, I'd be like, you know what, Dad, you'd hate it. Every guy acts like a chick, and Bruce Jenner is a chick.
Yeah.
If honestly, it's like everything's on tape. Everything's on tape.
Yeah,
right.
Can't get away.
You can't give a guy a 20 at a bar to get in the fucking. No one takes an illegal 20. It's ridiculous. Did Scott Shannon teach you this bring the sperm bit? Always bring your sperm.
Bring it home with you.
Something I learned in Denver when I was a morning editor.
When I was first starting out in the biz. I was doing 2 for Tuesdays. I had sexual intercourse with a Cracker Barrel waitress. And I left my sperm, got to me making child support payments. Until I took that girl on a cruise. A Z Morning Zoo cruise. Yes. He's got to have a lot of scratch, Scott.
Does he have more money than Elvis Duran? Who's got more?
No, Duran's got more,
Is
right?
Duran number one?
Yeah, he's killing it.
Scott's done very well for himself.
Yeah, no, right. He's still on the.
Are we getting Shannon in here soon?
Whenever he has time, yeah.
All right, we're going to get Scott Shannon in here.
No.
We're going to see if his face moves.
What about Elvis Duran? I'm a fan.
Yeah, I met Elvis Duran. He introduced himself to me a couple of times.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's very happy.
I don't think we've ever met Elvis.
He's a good guy.
Probably
Lost a lot of
E-Rock
weight.
has.
Yeah.
He came up to me at an airport once and said, Artie! He sounds a lot like Hillary Clinton's running mate.
One of the fucking girls on that show once, I forgot her fucking name. I was there doing like something else for Z100, like the young comedian fucking doing something on for the podcast, bullshit.
Yeah, we don't know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Fucking
fucking young comic Z100.
Z100 fucking Rick Dorfman bullshit. Yeah. Rick Dorfman got it for me. And then
fucking persecution.
Yeah, fucking and then fucking this girl, one of his co-hosts gets was talking to her and I got her number. And it turns out that I texted her a couple times and she never texted me back. And the guy I was doing the podcast with told me a week or two later she had this experiment going that she was talking about on the radio that morning to feel like she still got it. She would just get guys' numbers to show that they're interested and then never text them back. Once I found that out, I took a picture of I waited 2 or 3 weeks to take the biggest fucking cinder block diarrhea shit I could find, and I sent it right to her.
Good for you, Chris.
Right to her.
You still know Tim Sabean shit.
Yeah, oh yeah,
That's the problem. It's anticlimactic.
Yeah, that could be the greatest shit of all time.
That shit was.
Well, it's got anger behind it. Clearly, other extremities got involved. I mean, he threw it.
Yeah.
What happened to him at Del Fresco's? He probably threw it like the food. He's an ape.
What did he say? He was like, "I'm out of here, fuckers," or something like that. He was just throwing cheesecake up against this.
Did he get in trouble for it?
It's beautiful down there. No, because it was a private room.
Del Frisco's gorgeous.
And he's gonna he's gonna give a really nice tip and all that. So they don't want to speak up because
I left a tip for you in the bathroom.
Right. They're serving the room and they know if they say anything, there goes their tip, and he knows this. So I mean, look, it wasn't
could you
it wasn't
fucking
cool,
imagine?
obviously.
He said something stupid before the fire extinguisher too. That's what he does. He says something ridiculous. He goes, "You fuckers, I love you." Covered in white. It was like the stripper stopped giving you a laugh. He was like, "What the fuck happened?"
Yeah, I missed that guy. I met him.
He was fun.
I ran into him recently. We did a little biz.
I'm having dinner with him.
Business.
I'm having dinner with him tomorrow night.
I never met the guy.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fucking ledge.
Yeah.
He is.
What's that?
And it's funny that you said there was anger behind that. He had to turn his ass. He's like, now I got to spray over here.
There's clearly anger. There's anger at women there.
Yeah.
Because he knows our cleaning woman is a woman. Take that, senorita.
Senorita.
Take that, senorita. Why, you're not good enough to fuck me? Huh? All of a sudden you can't fuck me, huh? Take this, honey. Take this, Pancho. I'll build a wall around you, honey. You'll never get out. What a fucking animal. What's the matter? My cocaine ain't good enough? Cunt. He gets up. He's like a superhero that shoots shit out of it.
What a fucking animal.
Like Iceman.
Unbelievable.
Chill out.
Oh, God.
He is nuts. But you're right. They don't make them anymore like that.
No.
Who did the clients go out and have a politically correct brunch? Mm-hmm. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, no, he was screaming, I'm going to take his fucking job.
I'll take your job. I'll shit all over your bathroom. I'll shit all over Green C's house. Fuck him. Tim, please stop. Cut to him on the unemployment line.
Should we take a break before our guest comes in?
Who's your guest?
Who do we got today, man? We got Murph from the Impractical Jokers.
Oh, I know those guys.
I just opened up for Sal Volcano, and I see that their manager. I was just with this guy in Cincinnati.
How you know you have a great manager? When you say the sentence, I just opened up for Sal Volcano.
Yeah.
How many people?
Dude, 2,500 at least.
No, they're big. They're huge.
Celebs.
No, I know.
Big celebs. Great guy, Sal. Great fucking guy.
I know Sal.
No, he's great. He's great.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Is he the guy coming in?
No, the other guy's coming in.
No, the other guy, the Lance Bassler group.
We're not getting JT.
Did the fans like you or what?
No, to be honest, not really.
Why?
I didn't have a good... Roy Wood Jr. crushed. Then I went up, Then Sal murdered.
How'd you lose him?
Did you host it?
It was at Hanover University, very religious school. And I opened up with a joke about how my dad... thought I was gay because I had a blueberry yogurt.
That's funny.
And I was like, how if he was here right now, he'd tell me to dip the mic in the Chobani and shove it down my throat, and I lost him.
Colleges are so politically correct.
Yeah, I know.
Me and DePaulo and Colin Quinn worked at a college once where they had a this woman was signing.
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as we saw her, we said, listen, tell her to get off the stage. It's going to be tough. Yeah. So I get up there, and I said to her, I asked her, any deaf people here? They said, no. I said, well, we don't need you. You can leave. There's no deaf people.
Yeah.
But she had to say everything I said.
Yeah.
So at the end of every joke, I would just say pussy for no reason. Yeah. I swear to God, on my father's grave, the deaf sign for pussy is a triangle by their crotch. You got to go like this. Okay. So after every joke for the last half hour, I just said pussy for no reason. I said, pussy.
Right.
Okay. And then at the end of my set, I said pussy 50 times in a row. Come on, pussy. She goes like this. Pussy. She almost started to cry. Colin Quinn came out, and the first joke bombs. He walks over to her, hits her on the head, and goes, "Is this thing working?" So now she's crying. I ran out and I just said, "Pussy." She started to cry, and they kicked us off the stage. They kicked us off the fucking stage. We made the deaf sign cry. They had to pay us. They had to pay us like $20,000.
But why the fuck? Why is
this thing working?
If there's no deaf people,
he tapped her on the head.
Tapped her on the head and said, "Is this thing working?"
Oh God, is that the best?
And then I had to put it in the dumpster. I said, "Pussy." Yeah. And she went like this, burst into tears, and we got $20,000 and left.
And that was it.
They showed us.
Let's take a break before Merrick comes in here. We got Artie Lange in studio, artiequitter.com for the podcast. You know what we got to tweet out? Pete Davidson was on the show not that long ago talking about how Donald Trump can't read. The fucking clip was played on Samantha. What's her name again? There,
Samantha Bee.
Full Frontal with Samantha Bee.
Yeah, Samantha Bee did a whole piece on it last night or the night before. She does her show on TBS, and now the video's blowing up. Pete Davidson just tweeted out on it. Well, he actually Instagrammed it, so we'll tweet it out. Donald Trump can't read. Pete Davidson swears Donald Trump can't read. He
probably can't.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, he told the whole story when Donald Trump was the guest host on SNL.
Yeah.
You guarantee it?
I think Pete's being cute. You can't graduate from Wharton without reading.
I like to believe that he can't read.
Yeah, it's a funny bit, but
why don't you tell me there's no Santa Claus?
I'm pretty sure he can.
You sure? I like to think that he can't. It's funnier if he can't. Fuck.
See, I don't know. I don't know if I buy it.
You know, you're not buying it?
It's funnier if it's believable.
Yeah.
Yeah, the man can obviously read.
You sure?
I don't know if Pete can read.